day, and this is what you do with my mom? Is you serious? I know you fucking lying, and you just sitting there quiet. You ain't got shit to say, Mom? Really? You ain't got shit to say.
Really? So you just
no, I don't want to hear that. Facebook? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I want everybody to see the two is right here. What they doing in my bed? My bed.
I'm still your mother.
I don't care who you are. Obviously, you don't care that I'm your daughter, right? No, you over here sleeping with my baby daddy. This is my baby daddy.
Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S.Banks, and I'm Joe, my co-host.
JD.
What are we talking about today?
A chick caught her mother and her baby father in bed.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's a bit of a messed up one. Yeah, there's a clip going around where a lady has caught her own flesh and blood, her mother, the one that birthed her in bed with her baby father. The grandmother is sleeping with the son-in-law.
Jeez.
We have 3 clips for you today. You can only imagine what the first clip is, right? Anyways, I don't want to waste any time. Let's jump right in and let's see what happens. Here's clip number 1.
All day, and this is what you do with my mom? Is you serious? I know you fucking lying, and you just sitting there quiet. You ain't got shit to say, Mom? Really? You ain't got shit to say.
Really? So you just
no, I don't want to hear that. Facebook? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I want everybody to see the two is right here. What they doing in my bed? My bed.
I'm still your mother.
I don't care who you are. Obviously, you don't care that I'm your daughter, right? No, you over here sleeping with my baby daddy. This is my baby daddy.
You don't clean.
Because I be at work. I be at work.
You don't.
I be at work.
Like, you don't treat him right. What you expect him to do?
You got a whole man and you talk about I don't treat you right?
Oh, girl, come on now.
And look at you. You just laying there in bed, ain't got shit to say, right? Get your up about my bed. Get the hell out of my house. You too, Mom. Get your shit and get the fuck out. I don't ever. You gonna get your.
You got me messed.
You gonna get your up on my bed. Get the fuck up. Get up. You get your out. Call an Uber. Call a taxi. Call the train. Get on the fucking bus. I don't give a what you do. Get your up out my bed. Get out my bed. No. Get your up out my bed. Out my house. Take your. No, you talking about me treating my man right? You don't even look at what you do with my man. Really? Really? Get your out. Bye. Take. You know what? Better yet, take them drawers off, because them drawers is mine. Take them socks off, because I bought that too. Get your bum out. I don't give a
Get the camera
what? No, the camera's all in your face. Take my shit off, because I paid for it. Give me this shirt. I bought that. No, give me my shit. You too. Why you still in my bed, though? Why you still in my bed?
I ain't going nowhere.
Give me my phone, because I paid for this too. That's my shit.
Are you recording shit? Like, come on, bro. You
really? No, you saying really to me, but look at what you doing. Look at what you doing.
Like this, you know what? This should have been kept between our 4 walls. This ain't for social media, okay?
Oh, just like how you kept this in my room, in my bed, while I'm at work. This is what y'all do behind my back. What?
Did you get a llama?
Did you? Do you ever? Do you ever though?
I ain't got it.
Do you ever? Why you walking away? Don't walk away.
Let's go. She can have it. I ain't even making stuff like
No, y'all mother. Yeah, right. Go. Y'all can have each other. Go ahead. Bye.
I'm not for this.
Out the door. Bye. What you trying to stay here for? We done. You done. You finished. You washed. Bye. Bye. No, leave my phone. This is mine. I pay for the bill. Give me my. No. Give me my.
Back up.
No. Get the out and leave my. Take off that shirt. Take off them shorts. Take off them socks. That's mine. Y'all was laying in my bed. What you mean you wasn't doing anything?
She said she wanted to sleep in here, so I let her sleep in here.
You hear this lying ass nigga, right? You hear these fucking lies he want to tell? No. You think I'm boo-boo the fool in this? No. Give me this.
Where my daughter? Where she at?
Why you worried about her now when you was just in bed with her grandma?
Whoa, that was the end of that clip. Very, very powerful. I've said it so many times on so many different occasions that mothers covertly sabotage their own daughters. The very same men that your mothers want because they have made poor choices early on in life, misery needs company, and they want you to mess up. So you're in competition for the same men. So if you're 25 and your mom's 50, she wants the very same men that are 25, 30, the men that you'd be competing for. Some mothers will sabotage their daughters, mess them up, as we've seen right there. This is normal. It's just that nowadays that we have social media, you know, we got cameras, you know, so people film it and you can kind of see it now. But I'm not surprised or shocked when I see it. You know, I've been in situations with chicks before, going on linkages, and their mothers trying to move to me. Their mothers. Wow. You know, say you link a thing, right? And then you do what you're doing. And you go to toilet or something. And then the mother's trying to move to you. And you're like, is she trying to trick me? Because that's your first thought. You're thinking that's the mom, innit? Or the older sister or something, or the older cousin. And it's like, nah, they're trying to trick me to see if I'm a player or to see if, you know, I only just want to smash their, you know, their sibling or whatever it may be. Come to find out, they're actually being genuinely, they're being serious. They want to steal that man. Sometimes they don't even want the man. They just want to just take him to mess up the situation. They'd be sabotaging their daughters. What's your thoughts from a female's perspective? What do you think about that?
Well, pretty much with what you've said so far. Her mother, obviously she's done it on purpose. She's clearly trying to sabotage her daughter.
She preed my man.
It's very clear what the situation is here. The baby father obviously is also wrong. He's wrong too. Why would he think this was a good idea? It's her mum. If you're with a girl and their mother is trying to move to you, and what makes it worse in their situation is that you have a child with this girl also. So you're messing with her mum and your child's grandmother. Why? Why would you think it's a good idea?
But the kind of men that do those kind of things are low vibrational men. You saw in the video, take off my clothes. I bought you the clothes. I bought you the socks. I bought you the shorts. I bought you the phone. She bought everything for him, right? So what do you expect? Guys like him, he's going to smash anything because it's available. And most men will smash what they smash. But as far as a moral compass with those kind of men, are you surprised? Like, come on now.
What's the saying again? He's a rough sleeper.
Yes, we done that video. He's a rough sleeper.
He's a rough sleeper because, like you said, for her to say, I bought those shoes and socks or whatever, the shorts, t-shirt, phone, I pay your bill. You're pretty much a rough sleeper. Like, what do you do?
Don't get me wrong. Mommy preed him. Mommy, that hit on him was orchestrated by mommy, right?
Yes.
But he's low vibrational. Look, I've been in those situations myself, and I'm like, nah. And that's just my link. And I'm like, but that's your mom. Like, okay. Or that's your older sister. All right. Because say you go in the house, you go on a linkage, you go in the house, mommy's quizzing you. Like, you make sure you treat my daughter okay. You know, make sure you don't mess her around and blah, blah. Big sister's doing that. Cousins are doing that. And then when the daughter's back's turned, hey, what are you saying? And I'm thinking, is she trying to trick me?
I think that's more. Do you know what, actually? I was going to say, let me tell you my thoughts because you don't know where I was going. I was going to say, I think that's more for, you know, when the guy is that guy and the daughter is obviously with him or linking him or dating him or whatever the case is, then the mum's like, oh my days, like, here's the Pookie and Rere, or here's the guy that everyone wants, sort of thing.
If the mother was of high caliber, doesn't matter what caliber this man is, she's going to say, this dude is best for my daughter.
Yes.
She already has her husband. And the girl highlighted that as well. She said, you've got your own man.
Yes.
And then at the end of the video, he goes, "Oh, we were just chilling." What do you think? I'm boo boo the fool? Like, bro, like, just stop it, man.
Yeah, it was pointless him saying anything in regards to that. Just be quiet. Just don't say anything. I caught you. There's nothing more
Yeah,
that needs to be said.
he want to take her for joke. Like, come on. Like,
The way,
yeah.
okay, his for the majority of that video, he was quiet. The mum is saying it all. I don't
Yes.
need to hear anything more.
She said, "I'm your mother." Basically, I'm supposed to be able to do what I want to do to you. Be a poor mother. Do what I want to do. I'm still your mother.
No, that's over
You're a
now.
human being. You're a human
For
being.
me-
You can make mistakes like most.
For me, no. Mother what? I don't think so.
Yes.
You have been, what's the word? You've been,
You double crossed me, man.
you double crossed me, but you've been demoted from mother
No,
to where I'll be calling you by your actual
you know what?
government name. Because no. For me, I'm just saying,
Mm.
all respect is now out the window. So I
Mm.
catch you with my man, baby father, whatever the case may be. You have been demoted at that point. I have zero respect for you now. And don't tell me about no mother, nothing. I would not be calling you mum. I would not be calling, no. You stepped over, you crossed the line. You went too far.
How does that dynamic work at Christmas times or any type of celebration or
wouldn't.
whatever? You know, like grandmother is sleeping with baby daddy, and then he has the nerve to say, "Oh, asking the girl where the daughter is." Really, you wasn't concerned a minute ago.
You didn't care?
But
Exactly.
I would say that mummy, mummies sometimes made poor decisions in life, and they're successful at being failures. So what they do is mislead their daughters and sabotage them,
Yep.
so their daughters can end up just like them. It's the
Yep.
harsh truth. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but it is what it is. We have to look. For me, this might be touchy to some, might be sensitive, but we're getting the conversation started. I know
Yeah.
many people, and guys, put in the comments if you've had similar things where you viewed your mother in this whole fairy tale world. Come to find out, she played you, and it might not be to that extent. It might be of being worse. I listened to a clip today, and a mother actually, stabbed her daughter in the heart, and the daughter survived. But again, that's a long story, and it's like, whoa,
Literally.
she did, yes, and the daughter had to undergo
Wow.
operations or whatever. But I'm just saying,
Wow.
she had I remember the Tupac was like, "You're a black queen, mama, crack queen, mama, but you can't be a queen if you're on crack, and you couldn't have done the best you could do if
Yeah.
you was getting high." I'm just saying, I know
It's
it
true.
might be rough, but it's the truth. We're just getting the conversation started.
Definitely.
What else do you want to add before we move along?
Or some mothers.
Mm.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's just some mums that are just like this.
Jealous.
They are
bitter.
jealous, exactly. Jealous and bitter. They would advise, well, as a daughter, they would advise the daughters wrong. Some of them will flirt with your man. Some of them will go as far as what she's done, which is sleeping with your man, right? Or your baby father, whatever. Some mums will do extremely mean things to their children, then say they love them.
Mm-hmm.
Is this love?
Yeah, but
No.
a lot of people live in turmoil so long that they think that's normal.
It's not.
So we done a podcast a couple weeks back, and it was surviving mommy, the son husbands, and it shows how mothers sabotage their sons also. It's not just to the daughters.
Yeah.
Sons are getting it as well. Nobody's exempt. And this is toxic mothers. We spoke about mommy manipulation, and I saw some of that mommy manipulation when she said, "I'm your mother." So when the baby father and the daughter doesn't work out, she has to forgive mommy because I'm still your mother. And that, so there's non-accountability, and especially in our community, there's no accountability. Like, mother, you done XYZ when? Really? Suddenly they got amnesia. So
yeah.
put in the comments, guys, if you have experienced some of these things that we're talking about.
Yeah. I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I was going to say, fellas, have you caught your fathers in bed with your girlfriends? Or have you caught Sorry, and sorry, and ladies, have you ever caught your mum in bed with your baby father or your
Yeah.
boyfriend?
A lot of people gonna keep that ish private.
Well, if you don't mind,
Mhm.
then put in the comments and let us know your story.
Yeah. Yeah, and just let us know your thoughts. But another thing, you think about grandmothers today.
Mhm.
They're not like grandmothers 20,
Back in the
30 years
day,
ago.
exactly.
They're very different. Grandmothers don't even want to be called grandmothers. They're like a big sister,
Yeah.
you know, and they're the fun sister and the fun sisters that lead you astray. Once upon a time, you had big mama or auntie or whoever that you could go to for free counsel
Mhm.
and just ask, you know, tell them your thoughts, where you at, and they would give you good counsel,
Yeah.
you know, for your best interest. Now it's sabotage.
Yep.
now it's effed up. And I just think it shows how the times have changed.
Definitely.
But yeah, I'd say my last thing on that and on this subject is when you have a rented boyfriend, expect him to have no discipline, no order, no structure. What did you expect? You have to live his life for him.
Mhm.
He doesn't want to pay bills. He doesn't want to buy even his own clothes. That's for his own back.
Mhm.
You have to do it for him. And with a man like that, what did you expect? Yes, I know that the woman preed him. I think this thing she did was premeditated.
Mhm.
You know, there was motive.
Yep. Everything.
Basically, sabotage the daughter. That was the motive.
Mhm.
But if you go for these kind of men, what do you expect? You can't go for these kind of men and then after he F's you over, then you turn around and say, oh, all men. Don't put us all under the same umbrella. I'm
No.
just saying. I'm just saying.
And don't get with a rough sleeper.
Yeah, don't get a rough sleepers. And in that situation, don't expect parental advice from
Nope.
those kind of women because you're going to get effed up. I don't know if
Yep.
you want to add anything else before we jump into the next clip.
Nope. We can jump
Okay,
into clip
cool.
number 2.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's play clip number 2.
Sometimes people just want to feel good.
Yeah.
So, like for instance, like you use the example of using a man to go out to eat. You know, you're not gonna fuck him or whatever the case may be.
Wow.
But some people may say,
Well,
some
time
people-
out,
some-
time out.
Wait. Some
That's what
people
they
may
do.
say, "Oh, you're using him," but he is feeling you in the experience, and he has hopes and aspirations of you. So at that point, he's still getting something in return.
I
Hold on,
agree.
is it fair?
I
to,
agree.
Is it fair to use his hope to have sex in order to
it's
get
hope.
that date?
Yes.
Why?
No, you should
Yeah.
be burned
Why?
at
Yeah, because who are you to put your thoughts and expectations on someone else's body?
Am I?
But is that, what are you saying right
Because
now?
it's not.
If you're being used for food, it's your f***ing fault, bucko.
Yeah.
100%. Girl, go to f*** home. You could have ate a sandwich.
Okay, that's the end of that clip. First thing I want to say is this. Who's in agreement with the lady? And how many of you ladies have done this to men? Because most women, a lot of women, let's say, I saw a thing today, right? A woman went on 100 dates in 1 year. About 25% of those dates were, as they call, foodie calls, right? You remember once upon a time it was booty call. Now there's foodie calls. So what that means is basically you have no romantic attraction to this guy. You know it ain't going nowhere, but you just want to use him to get a free meal. And they want this guy to take them to extravagant restaurants, taking them to places that they can't afford. But then when a man can't take them, oh, you corny, you this, you that,
Yeah.
you're an idiot because
You're broke.
you're broke. Yeah, you can't take me to this place. But this lady can't even take herself to this place.
Yep.
Fellas, don't take women to expensive dates. But ladies, put in the comments, has this been you? And let me ask another question. Men, put in the comments also, have you been a victim of this vile act from women? Because, you know, let me not do that. What's your thoughts? I'm going to say what I'm going to say after. What do you want to say on that?
Basically, women have been doing this for years. It's nothing new.
You done that?
Have
done
I
it?
done it?
Yeah.
Have I used a man for food? Not that I can think of, no.
Oh,
I don't think so, no.
yeah.
Um,
See,
no.
we have to
I
think
don't
about
have a
that.
memory of doing that. Look, I'm not trying to act like I'm some perfect person who don't do nothing wrong. So I don't have a memory of doing that. No, but I'm not gonna act like I ain't done certain things.
But it doesn't shock you when you
No.
heard that. You wasn't like, wow.
No.
And you heard the other, the sisterhood. Yes, I agree.
Yep.
That's what the other girl said. Yes, she agrees. But then hold up. That's fine. And I hear what those guys were saying. If a guy wants to be a fool and get played for that, I hear that. Charge that ish to the game. I get it. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Cool. Let's play a 90-day game. Women want to say, okay, no coochie for 90 days. No problem. I'll play a silly little game. We do what we need to do. Cool. After the 90 days is up, we smash. But you said you want to commit. No, I didn't.
I'm out.
I might have insinuated that, or you might have interpreted it that way, but that's not what I wanted. Is it not the same thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but I'm an a-hole now, right?
Yep, you are.
Double standards, right? I'm just saying.
Using men for food, like I said, is nothing new. She's a food digger, or whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
She's a food digger. Anyways, some girls have men saved in their phones as food guy.
Food,
or
Uber.
meal ticket or Uber Eats guy or whatever. Listen, a lot of girls have guys in their phones under those sort of names. Should women food dig? No.
So, but if a man said, I'm high value, I make a certain amount of money, and you couldn't prove this in the beginning, and you slept with him based on that, he played you, right? And you're going to call him all kinds of name, right? But then you didn't have no romantic interest towards that guy, but still led him on, and he still paid for that expensive meal.
See, that's the thing. It doesn't just stop at expensive meals. There's lots of females that will have no sexual, it's just nothing.
It ain't getting
Zero.
nowhere.
There's nothing there, right? And they will just use man for anything they can get from him. So, like I said, it's nothing new. When I heard this or watched this video, it's like, okay.
And can you understand why men today don't even want to go on?
I totally understand. And I'm sure I wrote it in my notes somewhere. I have a lot of notes, so I'll have to go for it. But of course, I can understand that. I try my best to see things from both sides. So from the woman's side and from the man's side. In this situation, I totally understand why men have a problem with taking girls on dates, especially to restaurants.
So what's wrong? What's wrong with taking a woman on a date, going for a coffee, a walk in the park, maybe an ice cream, something simple where I can actually communicate with you? I'm not talking like go to a bar where the music is loud or a club where I can't hear you. Ain't we supposed to get to know each other, build a rapport, and build from there? That's what I think is supposed to happen. But then you have a lot of women, take me to Hakkasan, take me to all these expensive Michelin star restaurants.
I think it changes depending on how many dates you've gone on with that person. But I understand what you mean.
But no, I'm talking
first
they
dates.
want this from the first date.
On a first date, why should the man
Who should
pay
pay on the date?
I think men should pay on a date.
Okay.
But I
coffee,
will
right?
say you can have a coffee, whatever you
Cool.
both agree to.
Cool.
But I will say I totally understand on the man's side as to why he wouldn't want to do certain things. I get it. Or even say, let's split it 50-50. Now, I'm just meeting you just like you're just meeting me. And I understand first impressions, right? It means a lot.
You can't make a first impression twice.
No, exactly. But I do think a lot of women are very unfair when it comes to dating, especially first dates, because they expect the man to pull out all the stops.
He's got to be traditional upfront. And
straight away.
What this lady also said is that, what he gets in return is her presence. Now, my thing is this. A lot of women can be boring. So the men, he's got to be the jester. I'm going to entertain you. I'm just going to just pull up, be myself, do my thing, right? And all I'm getting is you sitting there on a date on your phone, not really engaging with me. So I'm just getting your presence. And the dude that you really like don't have to do nothing. After you finish the date with me and fill your belly and digest, take a nice little dump, then you're going to call the guy that's gonna come through, Pookie and Ray Ray, Brad and Chad. He's gonna come through with his white tee on, his sliders and some shorts. You know,
Okay.
just like the dude in the first clip, come through, blow your back out. There's me spend all this money on all this steak and all this luxurious living. F that. I'm just saying.
If I was a guy, I wouldn't do that. But that's because I know how girls are.
But that's what I'm saying
That's
to
because
you.
I know how girls are. But no, I wouldn't do
What
that.
I'm getting is your presence.
I would. You can't say that because on the date, then you're getting his presence also.
Exactly, and you
So
getting
then,
mine.
what happened to equality, ladies? What happened anyway?
Equality is only when it's in the favor of them.
Exactly, but you can't say, "Oh, you expect
Mm.
everything: the moons, the stars, champagne, caviar, all of that stuff on a first date,
Mm.
and then say, "Oh, you get my presents." That's not really fair now, is it? Because
But
the
it's the
same
game.
way
But it's the game.
it is the game, yes. But look, there are some guys that will do that. I
You-
wouldn't suggest it.
But you don't
But
recommend it.
I don't recommend it. But if that's what you want to do, then be my guest.
So
But
cool. So cool.
Mhm.
If you want to take my money, then you owe me something. You owe me something.
Tech body too.
Yeah, you owe me something at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair, right? And if you're not willing to do that, don't lead men astray. Because you turn around and say, "Oh, this dude told me he wants to be in a committed relationship with me." Oh, as soon as he smashed, because women think this. The thing is this: women try to get as much resources out of men without giving nothing. Men try to smash without giving you anything. So we're both on different ends of the spectrum, right? But then the thing for women is this: you fear worse because you have more to risk. And secondly, also, after you smash that dude, because you can argue, I don't smash on the first date, blah, 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 right? But after you smash, you're the one that has to retain the guy. You have to keep him.
Yeah.
So you believe, oh, my coochie. So the man chased, he got the coochie. Now, how do you keep the man? You think you don't have to put work in. So even though, let's say you use men to get foodies, and we'll tag some stuff up the top. I'm sure we've tagged it already, but we're gonna tag some stuff at the top to what's it called again? It's Foodie Call, and it's there was another one. I can't remember the name. But anyways, you waste this other guy's time. There is a guy that you're really gonna like. But then you think just my coochie is enough. Then he smashes and ghosts. Then you wonder why, and you're shocked and you're like, oh my God, why did that happen? How did this happen? You have to start competing and putting in work after the smash.
Yep, definitely. That's how you keep a man. You have to use other skills other than your kitty cat,
Yeah, or any
ladies.
sexual skills. You got to do more.
Yeah, but it's only so much the guy's gonna want sexual skills. Now, what I mean by that is, if you're heading down relationship lane, of course he wants your box, but he's gonna want other things as well, not just your box. So you need to offer up more than your coochie. I have an example in the sense. Is it any different when men use women for their box?
No.
Lie, acts like they like you just to say they want, just so they can beat. So they lie.
It's the same thing.
Exactly, it's the same thing. So when women pretend to be interested in guys and they know full well they're not,
Exactly.
just to get a meal, so they order more food than they are actually going to eat, just to take a doggy bag home
Pretty much.
for
yeah.
the next day or the same day or whatever, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you're going to eat it for. Is it the same thing? It's the same thing. How is it any different? You're using a guy for food to feed you, and he's using you for your box. How is it any different?
It's a fair exchange in my opinion. But again, there's Foodie Call, and I was just looking as you were talking, and it's called there's Foodie Call and Sneeting. Yes, Foodie Call and Sneeting. So it's kind of basically using men. You have no romantic interest in the guy.
No.
So Foodie Call and Sneeting, that's the new term, and most women that are dating men do this. And there's an army of simps out there, and they're gonna do this. And some guys, maybe they're not necessarily a simp, but they're just naive to female nature, and they're gonna take women on extravagant dates, thinking, "Oh, this is the way that I'm gonna buy myself into her coochie."
You're just buying. That's all. That's all she wants, is you to buy her stuff.
Exactly. So why
So-
take women or certain kinds of women on dates? Or you can, but keep it cheap, coffee, something simple, And if a woman is saying to you, "Oh, I only will date a guy if he takes me XYZ, I don't know her." Listen, she ain't the chick for you. I'm just saying, like, that's free game.
Yep.
I don't know if you add anything more before we jump to the final
Yep.
clip.
I'll just quickly say to the fellas,
Mhm.
know when you're being played and don't let it continue. I'm sure that there's been many guys who have taken girls on a date, then they've used you for food, then they don't really holler at you for anything else apart from you want to go to a restaurant, you
Yeah.
want a takeaway,
Or a lift.
so that you can feed them.
Or a lift.
Yes, stuff along those lines. Also, ladies, this is why men don't want to spend money on dates. This is the reason.
Or they marry you, turn into a chameleon, and take half your shit.
That too. Fellas, put a thumbs up in the comment if you have been used for food. And ladies, put a comment if you've used a man just to get food.
So that's most chicks.
So
that's most
put in
chicks.
the comments if either of you have done that.
Yeah. Anyways, that's our thoughts on that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's move to the final clip of today and close out.
Finally understand that men actually have to budget women in their...
This is the reason why a lot of men are single, because if I buy a steak dinner and for me it's $40-some, I've been doing that a lot. Now I gotta buy double that each time. And imagine if she's ungrateful. Imagine if she's rude. Imagine if she's just using you. Imagine if every date you're going on just ends up being a failure. Because you know what? Men are catching on. Y'all scam men for free dates. Y'all scam men for money. Y'all scam men in general. Do you guys even care about their mental health? Oh wait, I'm a pick me. Ya cállate. Let me be quiet. What's wrong with a smoothie date? A gym date? You set up a picnic for me? Boy, take them clothes off. I'm not motherfucking playing. This black queen right here has her head on straight because she knows for a damn fact men provide more for women. You guys would never understand because you guys aren't the one paying for dates all the time. Pay for dates all the time and watch them fail and see how upset you would get. Men have feelings too, you guys. They're not just as evil like you say they are. If you can't buy yourself a steak dinner, stop asking a man to because you're a bum.
We can close the podcast from here.
Because you're a bum.
Exactly. Like, I just say, look, fellas, we need to learn how to use females' hypergamy against them. Learn how to reverse that ish.
Okay.
That's what I say. Like, listen, these women be like, they got seminars and Facebook groups telling women how to text him back after 5 hours, let him do this, and all these little all these little tips and tricks. Look at that toxic chick where she had a whole TikTok channel on how to get money, how to get a sugar daddy, how to finesse men. Women can easily say, "Oh, he's broke," or "He's this and he's that." You ain't the one paying.
Exactly.
Okay, let's play devil's advocate. The man pays and you play him, right? You gotta give something up, right? So you give up your body. There's no price. So there's a price for your womb, right? For your ovaries.
Shouldn't be.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So who's really the loser?
Women, a lot of women, some women would rather use their bodies to pay off something that they've received. And a lot of them will prefer to do that than give the guy like £10 or just buy him something in return.
I've experienced that myself. Yeah, chick didn't want to spend no money on man. They'd rather give me the cooch. And I ain't got a problem with that. That's fine.
That is
That's
all
fine.
good. But ladies, you need to value your coochie more than that. Because
So-
you are literally offering up your womb. So then when you get pregnant, you can't really cry about it now, can you?
That's what I said before. Women have more to risk.
Exactly.
So you can play those kind of games. But then let's just say the good guy, the nice guy, let's just say he was the one that was actually being serious about you, was going to take it there with you, go the distance with you.
Yeah.
And the guy that showed up just went to smash. You gave him all your time. You gave him your womb also. And now you got a bun in your oven. Before you know it, you're a single mother. Then you go back to the first guy that was taking you seriously. But now your issues all jacked up and he doesn't want to go there. But I'll say this. Ladies, put in the comments, who agrees with her? Because she went to the point of, oh, because I'm saying these things and I'm pointing out the flaws of some women, oh, I'm a pick me. She's just pointing out what we all know.
Saying anything nowadays where where you hold women accountable for certain things that they've done, you're automatically a pick me.
Yeah.
Just from highlighting certain things, you're a pick me. Is that okay? Whatever you want to say. And I don't think women that speak out really care about how you think or what
No,
you think
but
of
but then there's a
women.
whole council culture where if you say anything, you even got platforms that will delete your account because I said ish.
Yes, but the thing, look, everyone has their own opinion, right? The same way throughout this podcast, we've given our opinion. And then someone in the comments may say, I disagree with what you said. And I think X, Y, and Z. There is nothing wrong with that. That's fine.
What about men that have preferences and standards, but they get sign language, they get shamed for it, and again they get cancelled or they could lose their job. There's so much on the line for men just saying, you know what, here's my opinion on this, just like any other person.
Or I want a girl that's fit and not fat. Yeah, you get cancelled for stuff like that.
That's my last note. That's my last note. It's like someone like Lizzo. Lizzo will have a preference of, she tried to holler at Captain America, and the dudes that she's tried to holler at has been good looking,
in shape,
high value, in shape, right? But Lizzo is not in shape herself. So that's the case in point. So the case is, that's what she wants. That's her preference. And there's nothing wrong with wanting what she wants. But does she qualify for that? She doesn't have the facilities to say that she wants that. So if a man is dusty, has no money, he's broke, he ain't ish, then he's not really going to get a 10 out of 10. But men know that. I don't need to explain that to men.
Yeah.
But you got women that's Lizzo sized. They're average at best, right? But then here's the requirements. Look at the long list of that chick,
the thing
right?
is, I understand. Okay, being a female, obviously, I understand that we want certain things and that we're emotional and then we may take things the wrong way. But I say that you need to be realistic, ladies. Be realistic. I understand that we are hypergamous, or if I said that correctly, I understand that. I get it. I am that too. But you have to be realistic with it. Now, if you check your SMV, if you check certain criteria and certain things about you, and you are on this level, I understand you may want to shoot for this level, but you have to be realistic and say, okay, I can get here, or maybe just under, or maybe just on top if you're lucky.
Yeah,
but
right.
I'm like I said, if you're lucky, there are some that are lucky. But okay, example. I forgot her name, but she's an actor and she was in Power. Was it Power? The big lady.
Okay.
The black lady.
was
and
in,
she's just got married to the white guy.
She wasn't in Power. She was in that thing with Lucius Lyon. I can't remember the name
Lucius
of it.
Lyon and Cookie. Yeah. I can't remember the name of that program. But yeah, that girl. She was lucky, as in this guy, he's rich.
I know.
He is rich. And when you're, as a man and you're rich, you can get pretty much whoever you want. Do you see what I'm saying? So her SMV isn't high because we have to be realistic. It's not high because she's overweight and, you know, average looking or whatever. But he is not going off of, oh, I can get this slim thing over here, whatever. She clearly must be a very nice person and a very, very kind.
So she scrubbed up in different areas. I think
Exactly.
I think of women is that their hypergamy give women power, they abuse it. So their hypergamy goes to their head and they have the inflated egos. And with men, it's sort of like think low. Women think too high. And both of us think the opposite of each other. So a woman will be a 5 out of 10 and say, I deserve a 10, which is good, but it's at her own detriment. So it's not so good always. I get it. And you should shoot for the stars, but you should be realistic.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. And men, sometimes it's like, oh, they are maybe high value, but mentally they're low.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But people, put in the comments, what do you guys think? We started the conversation. That's our thoughts. What do you want to add before we close out?
I'll just do a quick one in regards to, she mentions that men have feelings too, and the mental health of men And a lot of men, you know, they're put down and stuff. And ladies, I think you should pay more attention and be more kinder and nicer to men,
right.
because men do go through a lot of things, just like women go through a lot of things. And it's not hard to be kind now, is it? And you should think about men's mental health, just like you would want to be cared about if you have mental health problems. So
You're right. You're right. Anyways, you're hopeful in that. I'm seeing what today's culture is. They won't even smile at us. It is what it is. In that being said, we got the conversation started. People put in the comments what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
We out.